Yeah, this is better.
That better? Okay. I think it was using my webcam for some reason. Anyway,
Oh, now it's cool. How are you?
I've been pretty much trying to that I've been having is because of a component that I'm trying to use, or because I suck at coding state.
Okay.
So so I don't know if you can look at the React developer tools on there,
Yeah,
and this is gonna
sure.
be a little bit behind, I
Enrak, thank
guess,
you for
but
the follow. So you want to look at React or Redux?
I've been trying to avoid using it until I understand state.
Okay, sure.
So basically, in the actual the geolocation randomly decides not to work
Yeah,
half the time, and I'm not 100% sure why, because it doesn't seem to be consistent.
yeah.
So I guess in the sources is where I would be looking for that, I guess.
So what are we trying to find?
Well, I mean, the main thing that's been having the problem is the where it feeds that very well. There's a third-party component that I downloaded from npm,
Yeah.
and when I refresh, it's not the icon is not changing color. Or changing the icon, but the actual data is getting passed into state, and it shows up there in the dev tools.
Okay.
So I can't see it right now because the geolocation is not working.
Yeah, mine is not working as well. I
Let
approved it,
me.
but it's not. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah, that's what
getting.
I'm.
Okay,
Yeah, if you go into the.
so do you have like the code public?
Yeah, it's on the.
Can you link in the chat?
I can. Give me one. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's trying to troubleshoot things based on assumptions. I'm not really sure what the assumptions are correct and which ones aren't. So.
Yeah, so let's look at the component. That will be the best thing. So do you mind if I clone it and I look at it in
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay. So is that the branch? Like this?
That's the one. This is the one that it's on.
Okay. So I'm gonna clone this.
CSS, but the code should be. And let me React.
Okay. So what is the component that I'm looking for?
Which is under. Sec. This is the npm for it. So it's under.
Animated weather.
Yeah, it's under the app.js, which goes into current weather display. So current weather display is where the actual component that's linked in JSX.
Weather display?
Part of the current weather display under components.
Oh, okay.
So that's.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, so here you have this one. So React animated weather, and you have icon and you have color. And then you have size, and then you have animate, right?
The icon and the color, the first two renders, it doesn't. It shows whatever the default is that I send it into it, right?
Yeah.
And then like DevTools will show that the state has, or the props have been updated and everything is working, but it's not actually re-rendering it because it's a canvas, I think.
So here, props are being set, but React animated weather is not being rendered. That's what you're telling me.
Correct. So it'll actually like render, or it'll put in the and I don't know if geolocation is going to
So
work
is
on yours
there a
or not.
reason this is a pure function and not a component?
been so that's half the problem is I'm trying to figure out best practices as far as like with and which ones not to. So I was under the impression that whenever possible you want it to be, you know, functional component, not
So
or
what
yeah.
renders this? What is this current weather display?
Yep. So weatherbox display renders that, and
Weather box
then
display renders that, and this is all. So this is a React dot component, and here you're
yeah,
passing props. So this dot props dot current weather is the current weather. So you're passing that into here.
that into a pure functional component. I just again
So
don't quite
current
understand.
weather. And where is okay? So this dot props dot current icon options. So you already have two levels. Now where is weather box display? So weather box display is in app.
Yep.
Okay, so weather box display. Um, okay.
Now, because I've been kind of trying to figure this one thing out for like a week now.
Yeah.
So
So the one thing that kind of annoys me is that I am not able to see that. And do you think if I work on it with localhost, will I be able to look at it?
you mean as far as the geolocation part of
Yeah.
things? Uh,
Or does it not have anything to do with that?
yeah, it does. I mean, maybe looking at the geolocation call. I mean, that might have been where I screwed up in the first place because that seems to be that's where I'm having problems with async. So that's an app at the top.
Here?
I was trying to kind of
Okay.
once it loads up
So
on
so
your screen.
first, let's see something.
Oh,
Here.
sorry, API helpers is
Yeah,
what it
just a
is. My
sec.
apologies. Or wait,
Let me install the packages yarn. Um,
that's the problem is I don't know the best way to debug async because it just seems like it's like, okay, I'm
well,
trying to
nothing
track
here. The
something,
thing is
but
that nothing here is async.
okay,
This is like the
correct for something that's not a problem. So
well. So the thing is that set state is. Let me just 1 second. So allow, and
yeah,
now what's going on now? Come on, don't fail. Geolocation again failed. What are you using for geolocation?
coordinates. So or the coordinates to do the weather for.
Yeah, but what
So
are you using, like browser native stuff?
yes. So the way I have it set up right now is if geolocation works with Navigator, then get the position from that. Otherwise, I'm trying to get it from ipinfo.io, but that's not working for whatever reason.
Okay, so navigator geolocation. Then if
Yeah.
navigator geolocation at get current position, and then if not, then you're getting ipinfo.geo, and then API helpers.options. So here,
So that gets passed into the dark sky API for a call
so,
and get forecast.
yeah. So let's see if we get a response here. Because I think like the browser is sending back, but it's not doing anything with like what the browser is sending back. This is my
Yeah,
suspicion.
and it normally works is the problem. So I'm not sure what the problem is and why it only works half the time.
Well, for me, it's not working 100% of the time.
Well, it seems to like go down for a certain time period for some reason. Oh. Um,
Okay, so I had a typo, fix the typo. Now will
oh,
it reload? Okay, reload. Okay, yeah, yeah. So nothing is coming back from the response. Oh, I get a blocked. Oh, so I think I think it's my fault actually. So
no, that's the ipinfo.io, and I can't figure out why it's not working for that. But that was more kind of a fallback option that I'm trying to set
yeah,
up
so
for it in
it's
case the
working.
geolocation doesn't.
So response. Okay, so response, and then cannot read property 0 of undefined. So response, and let's see what we have here. getting.
part of that object.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, it's not parsing the JSON. Is it JSON?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't set that part up.
Okay.
That would explain
So
that.
here, this is dot then
The word before it. Yeah.
res and then res dot JSON here,
Told you it was ugly.
and then
I was trying to set up the fallback options and
no,
I
that's
didn't
okay. No
completely
worries.
set them up. So
As long as we can get it working, I don't give a shit.
yeah,
Okay. So what's happening now? So yeah, location. Oh, location is a string, man. Okay, so here. So this is
LOC, yeah.
const. So
Oh,
yeah, no worries. Const location equals to response response dot lock dot split on this, and then here we replace response dot lock with location.
I see. That part, like I said, was just my.
Yeah, no worries. Again, no worries again. I don't know what you.
The icon thing. The icon thing is the part that I'm really. But
Yeah, but I mean, for that I need to have a weather.
yeah.
Um,
Well, yeah. Technically, you could just hard code it for the purposes of debugging, I guess. But
yeah, we can definitely. Now, why is this
in
not
latitude,
giving me the
longitude.
location? Oh, it's not doing what? So response.lock, and I split it on a string, but it's not printing the location here. That's odd. So it's
Because I set the state for error. No, it
oh
shouldn't
wait,
matter. I
this
don't think.
response.ok. I don't know what this is, but response.ok is not really working here. Here. Now this will work. Okay, so we get this. All right, so we get this with 0. And okay, so why are we? So I'm getting current coordinates with location 0 and location 1.
Yep.
But it's not. It's still giving me failed to request geolocation, and I'm still not getting any like weather things.
In an array, I can't see because it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
in
it
it's
is.
in an
Okay.
array and it's valid. So where is this current coordinates being taken care of?
It's under get forecast under const URL. It's just a string literal in there for latitude and longitude. So if you just put
So here, position dot this. No, this is not the one. No, but what I'm saying is which part is responsible for getting the weather for you? So it's this one, get forecast.
yeah, helpers.
Oh, you're not calling it.
Which? Oh yeah, no. Well, oh right, that was the
So you're setting it in the state, but you're not calling it.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
You're right.
So here, this is location 0.
Copy
and
instead of the.
this is location 1. Okay, so now, yeah, now we get weather.
There we go.
Okay, so far so good. We get weather. Now, oh man.
So
oh shit. Oh man, my dog just like I'm sorry, just 1 second. I can't believe it. Oh man, this is disgusting. Anyway, sorry about that. My dog just farted. It like the I'm like dying here. Oh my goodness.
I was kind of concerned there was something more happening.
Oh
So
my
we
god.
need green screen for that.
No, it's like, dude, look at this. Look at the guilty face. Look at this. Let me try. Oh, I can't show it. Just 1 second. Look at this guilty face. She's like lying there. Where is OBS? You see that? Look at that. She's lying there. Oh my goodness.
She knows what's going on. She knows
Oh
what she did.
my god. Oh man, I'm telling you, this is unbearable. Okay. So now we have weather. Now, which part should be replaced and not being replaced?
So that little icon there. So
The
that's
one
the
on the left,
default.
this one?
Doing it should be changing the color and the actual icon to whatever
So it's this one,
it's
React
passed in.
Animated
But if you look
Weather.
at the React Dev Tools, though, it actually does show that
I see
it
an icon
is,
clear night and color should be FFFF.
but like it doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's the package or
Well,
if
yeah,
it's
it's
me
definitely the
doing
package.
something
So
wrong.
let's look at the
Oh,
package. And let's look
because the
at
only thing I could determine with it is that the package has component did mount, and I'm not sure if that just means that it does it once and then never does it again,
yeah, let's look.
which I would think.
Let's look. No good way to looking at it except looking at it. Okay, so git clone and this one, and then cd react animated weather here, and let's see, we have src here and react animated weather. Okay, so here you have render canvas and component did mount. What I think is, so animate is true. Okay. So I think this is not being re-rendered on
Yeah, because what I was
on props update.
right, because my thought was if it was something that component will receive props or component did update
Well,
on.
the component definitely should re-render when you get new props. So I'm not sure why this is happening. But it's not. So let me see if I put like 100. Oh, you know what? Let's 250. So you see, size is changing to 250, and it does re-render. So it's only the canvas here that is the issue, because the canvas doesn't get re-render.
So I'm not sure if there's a way to like force that from my code, or if I have to actually do something myself with remaking
So
it.
let's see what we have here. So we have skyicon.add, and then this dot skycons, and then this dot props.icon. Okay, yeah, so this is the problem here. So what is this skycon? Skycon is skycons, okay. And this is another package, okay.
Yeah, SkyCons is the original, like that's where the vanilla JavaScript version of that came from, and then they just translated it to React.
So I think the problem is that this is not being set, because when you put icon, it's not re-rendering the canvas. So let's see, what are the icons? Let's put like cloudy here for a minute. So let's do this, and this is cloudy. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, so 100% not your code. 100% this React animation tool. Now the thing. So this dot props dot animate, then skycon dot play. So what I want to see is skycons. So where is skycons on npm? npm skycons. Okay, so skycons here. So it's this one, like this skycons.
Yep.
So this is not a React thing.
No, and that's what they originally did it from that animated and pretty sure. No, I think it's just JavaScript. It's just JavaScript animating to a canvas and HTML is all it is, really.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is this. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm taking this React animated weather and I'm forking it. Okay. Now I'm cloning it from my repo. Git clone here. Oh, React animated weather is already there. So rm-rf react animated weather and git clone. cd react animated weather here. So it's definitely a bug here, and we're gonna fix it together now. And here this is gonna be component. Where is it? Component. Component will receive props. Is it? Or is it received props? What is it?
I think will update, I think, is the one we want, because it's going to show after it's been updated, I think.
So component will
Will
update.
receive props is just preparing it. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Well, I need the components will update because I need the previous props. Yeah, I need component did update. Here, previous props and previous state. This is what I want. And then I say if prev props dot icon is what did I do? I did it again. Sorry about that. It's the smell here. For like this dot props dot icon, then this is going to be a let. So let skycon. And then let's see. So where is this skycon? This dot skycon equal canvas. What is canvas? Oh, this dot. Okay, this dot skycon.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's just.
What is this dot skycon?
I'm assuming that's. Wait a minute. Is that really? Just skycons.
So it's coming from this refs.
Con.
Probably this dot skycon equals canvas.
Yeah, that was one thing. Is I know how to you know, clone and do that with GitHub. Is there a version of that for npm, or do you have to just publish your own?
No, yeah, you can from the npm you can take it from your GitHub, so you can publish npm, and you can also like upgrade it to the upstream. So now this skycon equals new skycon, and then this dot props dot color, and then skycon dot add this dot skycon, skycons. Where is skycons?
That's some.
There it is. Okay, skycons, and then this dot prop dot icon. Okay, now here git st git add src git commit -m attempting to fix skycons. Git push. So I'm pushing it now. Now here in your package, where is it? Here. So here in package.json, animated weather here. So npm github. npm github dependency. That's what I want. Okay, so but I want is yarn github dep. Okay, so let's see. Come on. I want to get it from GitHub.
Yeah, I was using Yarn initially, and then I started using it just npm.
Okay, so we can use npm. Now
out.
npm GitHub repo. Yeah, it's this one.
I haven't quite figured out when to use which for that, or whether it matters too much.
This one. This is what we want.
Yarn versus npm, that is.
Yeah, I think there is no reason to use Yarn anymore.
Yeah, because I heard that it was because it was faster, but now they kind of didn't. So.
Yeah. So this is going to be cancel dev. And then it's going to be React animated weather. Okay. So then this is here and npm install.
You can literally just do it from the Git?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so
That
you
is
can
good.
either like publish your own npm repo, or you can use it from Git. You can also use it from local file. So I can actually use it from this specific location and not even push to Git.
Yeah, I've been kind of half-assing a lot of that stuff so far while I try and figure everything else out. So
Yeah, that's okay. So now let's do here. Let's split that again and do npm start. So now, starting development. Okay, can't resolve React in. Oh, what do I need to build it? What's going on? Oh, I probably need to like build it.
you renamed it. Yeah, it was what's it called? Imported, I think, with the different name.
No, React animated weather. And then this is React
package.
animated weather. Okay, so here node modules.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. React animated weather. So I think the problem is that this is SRC and it doesn't have a dist. That's kind of the problem. Yeah. So here in React animated weather, the package.json probably has a dist.
Oh.
And yeah, there is a build. You see, like node modules, bubble, and like this. So I need to do that. Npm build. Npm install. Okay, so now npm dependency local file system. Oh, I see. It's like file and then this one. Okay, great. So this is what we're going to do next. Okay, now npm run build. What? Bubble package, which is a no op in bubble 6. This is going to be a problem. So let's see here. So npm uninstall bubble and npm install save dev. Okay, let's do that. I don't care. This is where nvm comes into play, but let's do that.
I'm trying to keep up with what you're doing to fix this, because I'm not as familiar with the npm.
Basically, it's just type in a lot until something works with JavaScript. That's
oh yeah, and I guess you were saying npm is weird was your answer the other day. So yeah, this is exactly the same problem I was having. So
this is basically what's going on. If you wanna. Okay, so here it's build. Great. So we can take this, cd build and pwd. So take this, and then here we can say put this here. And then this should be file. and column. All right, so here. All right, so then npm install. You should get it from this build. React, it does not contain a package.json file. Okay, so let's remove this build. Okay, and then npm install. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Awesome. So now let's try npm start. And let's hope we don't get the same issue. Okay, we don't.
Cross my fingers.
Okay, we don't. But we also don't get this working. Okay, so let's see what we have here. So we get this, and we get the canvas. So now let's go back here. Now the question is whether it's my code or not. So in order to... Oh, wait, component did update here. Component. So I can't do it in component did update because it's already updated. So
Yeah,
what,
that's
yeah. So what I need is like receive props. That's really what I component will receive props and then next props here. Here. So component will receive props and then next props, and then this is going to be that, and then this is going to be this. So if next props dot icon is different than this, so first of all, let's do console.log new props here, just so we'll see that something is going on. And then here we'll do this. This dot skycon. Okay, and we don't really need this anymore. Okay, so let's do npm run build, and here npm install. Are you following, or are you like, is it going too fast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or more or less, I'm the npm stuff I wasn't as much, but the rest of it I kind of get what you're doing.
Okay, cool.
The life cycle is a little bit better. That's why I was saying I don't want to do Redux until I understand state better.
Yeah, well, I don't think you
'Cause the life
misunderstood
cycle-
state. I just think
Yeah.
you kind of, you know, it's not your fault, but it just didn't work out properly.
That's good to know.
Okay, so here we get new props.
Right.
So it's actually our code and our app, and this is still not doing what we want it to do. So we go again.
The React dev tool shows that it updates what it is. Like it shows that it's actually in that. Like if you log the props that it's receiving, it's the right props and everything. But yeah, it's
yeah. The props are the props. It's here. It's 100% like this dot skycon. It's 100% this like this dot skycon. So
where do we ever figure out where SkyCon came from exactly?
oh yeah, skycons is
I was-
here. Oh, you mean this dot skycon?
Yeah.
So this dot skycon is
there's
coming
no-
from here. So it's passing in the refs, right? And then it's saying ref canvas is like this dot skycon, and then this dot skycon equals canvas.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at the refs.
So that's where it's setting the canvas. But it's simply not reloading and not re-rendering the canvas. Now the thing with skycons, so let's look at here, Vim node module skycons. Where is it? I don't have skycons. Really? Where is it coming from then?
I think they put it in the actual React animated weather folders.
Oh, it's in the animate. Oh, okay. So it's here. That's what you're saying. Oh, there it is. Skycons. Okay, so add.
There's another package on there that does basically the same thing, and that one I got to actually update the icon, but not the color. So I don't know if that is helpful or not.
Okay,
That's
so
a whole other
what
package.
what I think is, I think this add function is wrong, and what I think we want is to redraw this whole thing. Okay, so we have this draw, which takes an object and time, and then this will like clear the context of React. So set, and then this dot skycon. Okay, so let's look at draw.
I'm kind of wondering if it might have to do with my misunderstanding of how canvases work, because I don't really know for sure. I haven't really dealt with Canvas much.
Okay, so this dot. Okay, so here what I'm gonna do is say that skycon dot remove, and then this dot skycon. Okay. And let's see what's going on now. Okay, so this seemed to reload. I mean the React part at least. Okay, so nothing really did anything. So we're dealing with some pretty clear. So this is definitely not clear night, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah,
Like I said, I could get the other package. I could get the color to, or the Actually, let me just take a look at that real quick. I'm just curious.
So
I could get it to work to update the icon, but the color wouldn't update. Only two packages that I found that were able to do what I wanted it to do. Let's see.
oh, wait a minute.
This one. This is the other one. It's helpful. The same thing because it just it just imports skycons from an external.
Okay, something here is partly cloudy night is not defined. Oh, we're getting somewhere. So here. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. This is my fault. So this should be this dot props dot icon build. So let's refresh here. Oh, nothing works.
I pasted the what's it called? The GitHub for the other one that at least part of it was working in the chat. It's helpful to compare to.
So I see this dot state dot skycons. So they basically pasting the skycons in something, and then this is style. Okay, so canvas and then props. Okay. So they're taking a different approach here. So they're taking a different approach. They're basically propagating that into the state. But here, what I do here is skycon.set and then this dot skycon and skycons and this dot props dot something. But it's not setting this. And what I think I'm going to do is say this. So key equals to this dot props dot icon. And then let me something that will do it. Yeah, that's what I thought too, like forcing with set state to a different state. Yeah, that's what I thought too. So like constructor props and then super props and then this dot state equals to this and then canvas random ID equals to this, right?
Structure in there.
And then, sorry?
Structure in that package.
Yeah. And then here, when I do set, where was it? Oh, here. So here, what I can do is like this dot set state. And here I'm going to do like canvas random ID, and I can pass in the this dot props dot icon. Here. Build. Okay. This does not allow it. Okay. This does not allow it. This does not allow it. Great. Okay. Build. Another one. Wait. Isn't it super here? Constructor and then props? And then super and props?
Yep.
So why is it yelling at me? Constructor props and then super props. Yep. Okay. Thank you. Constructor. Build.
Oh, it's yeah. There we go.
Okay. Where are we here? Where is it? This one. Okay. What's happening now? Okay. So something. Oh, well, actually now I don't even need all this fancy schmancy stuff. If we think about it. So I don't even need all this fancy stuff. So all this next and set and whatever. All I need to do is to set the state and it will do everything. Oh, no, it won't. It won't. So here, so color, what do I need? Now it changed, but replace W with invalid icon. Why is it invalid icon? Oh, I see. No, I don't see. With invalid icon. Okay. So now this. Okay, so first of all, let's do this here. And then here we'll have this skycon as part of the state. Here. Yeah, you can join in, of course. How can we do a Discord like group call? I don't know.
I mean, we could go in the general, I guess, but I don't know if that was.
So wait a minute. So now this is here, and then this dot state dot skycon dot add, and then this dot skycon, and then here we'll do the same thing. But now here
You can add friends to DM, by the way.
How can I do that? No, I don't know. I don't know how to do that. 1 second. Build. Okay, so 1 second. I'm gonna open a new one. Okay. Play, and then this is this dot state dot skycon dot play build. Okay, so let's refresh here. All right, there it is. We're getting the right.
But did I miss the?
We're getting the right.
Oh.
Yeah, the color
Excellent.
though. The color though is so this dot sky icon equals new, and then we can change this to this dot sky icon. Then icon here.
Can you hear me, Kenzo?
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
What's going on? Actually, I was going to suggest what you're doing, except I don't think you actually need it to be in state.
Yeah. So I removed it from state. If you look at the like, you're 10 seconds behind.
Oh, yeah. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's what I would do too.
Yeah.
Well, didn't need to join. You already did what I was going to say.
Now the thing is, I think the color is still not being set. Now the icon is being set, but not the color.
Right.
So first of all, we can remove this. This is going to the upstream, by the way, and Jaxo, I think you should do it.
For the color?
Yeah, I mean, you should contribute this back. I mean, I don't need it for my creds, but maybe you do.
Oh no,
so
no, I certainly.
Because they basically need to fix it on their side. You know what I mean? And this fixes it in the library, not in your code. So nothing in your code changed. You know what I mean? So skycon icon here and build. Okay, so refresh, and now this should change to the right one. Yeah, and it does. Now the only thing, it should probably be white, right? Right? So we need to see why are we not changing the color here? Okay, so let me see that. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, it just seemed like you're on mute for a minute. Okay, so then where?
I'm just trying not to interrupt.
No, that's okay. So let's look at like skycon here. Color. So I don't see like a set color.
Fill style.
So the only thing I am thinking is to create a new one here.
There is a color property on the skycons.
So should just do this dot skycons dot color?
It's not this dot props. It's just props dot color. This dot props is undefined there.
In component did mount?
No, in the constructor.
No. You're right. So first of all, you're right here. But the thing that I'm wondering is, like I want to set the color here. So in component receive props, I want to change the color.
Well, in React animated weather, it must be. Is it set to white as a prop?
Yeah, it's set to FF. Yeah, like 6 Fs.
Oh, okay. Does it take hex, or does it need to actually be like a? I mean, I'd hope it take hex, but
Yeah, it probably will take hex. Because what I'm looking is that
Yeah.
this is a canvas underlying, and
It-
what I don't understand is it, can I set like this dot color, or do I need to create a new object like here? So this dot sky icon equals new. You know what I mean? And then color is equal to this dot props dot color.
can you just try putting in like color black as a text? Because I mean, their example is literally not hex. It's
Yeah, no,
Hex does work, by
no,
the
it's
way.
done.
It's
It's
oh
it's done. Yeah, but then
yeah.
I need to play it again as well.
Oh, okay.
Here. So here again, if this dot animate, and this should probably be like a function on its own. So we're gonna do create skycon.
Wait, what'd you change?
I created a new object, so this is going to be color
Yeah.
and animate. And then here I am going to do this, and then this, and we'll also send in the icon. So this is going to be color, and this is going to be animate, and this is going to be icon, like so. And then here in component did mount, I'm going to create skycon with this dot props dot color, this dot props dot animate, and this dot props dot icon. What's going on? Oh, someone is hosting us with 16 viewers. Thank you so much. Okay, and then this is going here. And here, this is basically the same, but I'm also going to change the state. So here.
So you're creating a new object because the API doesn't allow you
Yeah,
to
it doesn't
update
allow me to
the
set the
current
color.
object. Gotcha.
And then this API is also nicer. So now the code is actually cleaner, but this is a lot of JavaScript code to do in one go. So who knows if it worked. And the answer is it didn't. Okay, so should I need to call this dot create? Yeah, I need to this, right? So this is part of this. So this dot create.
Yeah, it's on the class.
All right, so this dot. Okay, build.
Wait, so whose project is this? Is this
That's
Jackson's
fine.
project?
Yeah.
And Kenzie just took it over, huh?
Pretty much.
I'm pair programming. What do you mean?
I've been banging my head against this for like a week because I'm like, okay, I must be doing something wrong, but it's apparently the package, not me, which I kind of thought it might be, but I wasn't sure how to fix that. So
I think it's probably just React integrating third parties with React.
yeah, that's been my experience so far too. That doesn't always work.
I mean, it will work. It's just that you got to do it in the right life cycles. That's all.
Right.
So what is now the issue? So now it stopped rendering the icon again. You see, it's like not rendering the icon.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at React here. React. The icon is clear night. So it's probably my new function here with the create icon. Yeah, and I think it's here like this add and set. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to do new equals to true. And then here, if it's new, then I'm going to add, and I will do this is new. And if not, then I'm going to say set. And then here, this is going to be isNew. And then here, this is going to be false. I don't really like this API, but we'll see if that is the real fix. I don't necessarily like it, though. No, it's still not working.
Sure that something is not the case. Let me see. I did something to try and guess that was being silly.
All right, so I'm gonna go back to the code that worked, and I'm gonna leave. Yeah, after
it looks like it's.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say it looks like it's not doing a proper diff, and the component will receive props anymore because it didn't change the state. It kept as the icon beforehand.
Oh, yeah.
So you're saying it's not my code?
I mean, I think it is some of your refactored code. I'm not sure what changed that.
So it's this. So state. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so let's 1 second. And build here. Okay, so let's look at React. No, it's clear. Oh, it's clear day in the canvas random ID.
Yep.
What?
Is clear day the original icon?
That's the default, yeah.
Okay. So at some point it's not noticing the prop switching somehow.
So it's just not getting to set state, I think.
Yeah.
And that's why I was asking that question originally, I guess. You see why I was thinking that might be the problem.
No, but why though? Because all I did was just change this thing.
Yeah, that's strange.
All I did was change. I mean, all I did was just refactor this out to its own function. That's about it. So this.props.animate, this.props.icon. It is weird because if you look at the code from before, it's the same code, just duplicated.
You want you want next props.icon. That's why. You don't want in the set state. You actually want it to be next props.icon.
That is true.
But I don't know if this is actually why it's wrong. But so it is calling set state. It's just calling it with the same.
Yeah, actually,
icon.
all of this should be with next props.
Yeah, maybe that's why it's fucking up. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to curse.
It's okay. It's you know, it's my stream, man. It's my stream, and I'll curse if I want to. Okay. Okay, so it still doesn't render. Fucking thing. So now the state is clear night. And the canvas key is clear night, but it just doesn't set it. And I think now the isNew is wrong. So this one is now wrong.
I don't think you need that else condition. If you're always creating the object, isn't it always add?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's do that. Refresh. Oh man, what the hell is going on?
Now, at least it's not just me. I'm.
Well, talk to me when I'm working it for a week, man.
Feeling a little bit better about that. Well, you're doing it for as long as you have is probably more equivalent to my week, I would think.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back. Something is wrong. Okay, so here. So it actually stopped working when the... Wait a minute. Okay, so here. So this is where it stopped working. Okay, this is the thing that works. Okay. What? This dot state.
Well, you at least remove this dot state though. I think you changed it to this dot skycon icon.
No, it's now in the state here.
Oh, okay, but you passed. I thought you had. Okay. It worked also when you had it as an instance variable, or what, a static variable, whatever.
Okay, I think that's it. Now let's refresh. Okay, yeah, so this is the part that's working. But now this is not working with the color, all right? So let's be careful now. So the part that's not working is when I set this to a new object here.
I really don't think you want this dot state dot skycon in state though.
So let's do this. This dot skycon, and then this is going to be this dot.
It's kind of an anti-pattern.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just like, you know, I'm doing the best I can with what I got. Okay, so this and then this. Okay.
That's better.
And I don't need this here. Oops, I need it here. Okay, so now
That's
this
props color too.
Yeah, just 1 second. So here, this is, you're right, this is props.color, otherwise it's gonna get undefined. What's weird that it didn't.
It probably took the default.
And
Which is probably black.
Yep.
Now this is skycon icon, and then this dot skycon icon, and then this dot equals new one, and then here is basically next props dot color, right? And
Yep.
then this one is next props dot icon.
But you're not changing the color from white to black, are you? It's just always white, isn't it?
The default's black,
Oh,
and
the
then
default
white
is
comes
black.
in for props. Yeah.
I'm just saying, but when you initialize this component, and even when you initialize it from the very first constructor call, it should be white. You're not actually changing
this
color.
is it. This is it. This is working now. And now,
Wait, why is it black to start out with though?
well,
Yes.
this is the default.
Yeah, but you're setting it props dot color in.
The white.
No, not in load time. You're setting it only when after you get the weather.
Oh,
my
it's
God.
okay. I see.
Okay,
Seems
so
like you'd
here
want to set it the same color.
set icon, and then this is going to be icon, color, and animate. So I'm going back to this, and then this is going to be this. Okay, and then this is going to be icon, and this is going to be animate. Okay.
So instead of this dot set state setting something random, I'm pretty sure you could just do force update if you wanted to work that way. It's probably more clear.
Yeah, the force update thing I haven't quite figured out yet either.
It just says force to update.
Yeah,
Force or render. Force or render.
Is it like
Yeah, I
force
guess-
update? Is this the method call?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. So now
I think that
here,
should work.
this is going to be this dot skycon equals next props, and then this is going to be this
That
dot
should all be
set
fine.
icon to next props dot icon, and we don't really need the color here, and we don't need the state anymore. And then
Well, you should
here,
just. Okay. Yeah.
so we have an icon and animate, right? So then next props dot animate. Okay. Dum dum dum. Oh, I can't believe it.
Oh, you broke it.
Yeah, I haven't. Did it break again?
Yeah, it's not showing the icon. Like, oh my
All right,
god.
don't. Oh man,
What
maybe
is
force update's not.
Yeah.
happening? This dot icon and then icon and
Wait,
then
component
animate.
did mount. You're not doing anything.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
need to.
yeah.
Well, I don't need to.
How would it load the initial icon?
Well, okay. So this dot set icon and then this dot props dot icon and then this dot props dot animate. Okay. Okay, now I see. Now I see. You're right. You're right. You guys are right. Yeah, but now the icon vanished. No.
Too funny.
Did
What?
you put color in there?
Okay, let's
I-
see.
No, I don't know if that matters or not, but
Let's see here. So React. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. So let's go to React. React. Yeah. So the icon is clear night.
How do you not use console logs to see any of this?
Well, what do you mean? I do.
I would just log out what the values to set icon were to see if it's passing in the correct icon.
Okay. So console.log icon animate. Okay.
I'd also see what next prop was too, just to be certain that you're passing in the correct next props. Though I think that's correct.
Yeah. Otherwise, we would see that in the React console.
Yeah.
All right. Building. This is some voodoo shit right here. Okay, so here we have the object, icon is clear night, color is FFF, everything. Now,
That looks right.
no, it doesn't.
Clear night, color white.
It doesn't. I'll tell you what's missing. This is missing. So console.log icon and animate. So I'm getting the new props and the object, but I'm not getting the color and the animate.
Ah. Why don't you just pass in this dot props, or you don't even need to pass it in. Well, you can, but you can just destructure there instead of.
Yeah, I can definitely destructure. 1 second before I do something rash. Okay. So yeah, definitely. You see, I'm getting clear night and true, but then I'm not getting to here. Okay, so I think I get it now. This is the problem here. So what we'll need is not optimize. I mean, at this point, I don't care about the optimization. So I'm gonna do this. Because we know we're updating this based on props. So I don't care about this checking this dot props versus next props. And then I'm gonna pass next props and that's it. That's it.
oh man.
So let's remove this, and let's remove all of these like newbie console logs. And now our component did mount. API is better. Component will receive props. API is better. We don't need the key. We're still using the ref. We're still using the this.skycon. We're still using the same APIs, and we're calling the same method, and that's about it. All right, so here git add src and git what's going on. src git.
The console logs might be newbie, but look how quick you found the bug.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Well, I learned something. Git commit -m fixing the React rendering order when passing in props. All right. So what I want you to do, Jaxo, is this. So you see this commit here, and I'm passing it in the chat. You should fork the repository and submit that to the upstream. That's a very good fix to have on your resume, I guess, or GitHub or GitHub history.
I was gonna say it was definitely all me. I mean, I really appreciate that because that was definitely my white whale of the last couple of weeks. Like, I keep on going to other things and coming back to it. And it's like, why is this not working?
Well, look, it
Oh.
it wasn't easy.
No. Like I
Um,
said, it makes me feel a lot better that that was that obnoxious. So.
No, it seriously was not easy. So I wouldn't think about, saying, "Hey, this should not have taken 2 weeks." For
No.
people that are new to React and are new to client side and like how the whole state works. And here you didn't even. So here's the deal, right? It takes maturity to say this is not my code. This is their code, right?
Right.
For me, like after 2 minutes, I told you this is their code. What took the time was to fix their code, because what I was doing basically, I wasn't like, your app doesn't change. Do you realize that, right? Your app did not change. Everything that changed in the GitHub repository for the animated weather.
Right. Other than the geolocation, which that was. I
Oh,
already
the
knew that was a
geolocation,
problem,
yeah.
So.
So the geolocation, I don't know how you want me to pass it to you, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like package it, like compress it, and then I'll send you the files.
Okay. Yeah, that was just, I was gonna fix that anyway. I just hadn't yet. So.
Yeah, I completely forgot that we did it.
Because the geolocation was working normally. It's just that when it failed, there wasn't a backup until now. So.
Yeah, the backup now
Is it-
works. It needed the nudges. So yeah, let me just remove the node modules here.
The other thing I haven't gotten to yet, but there's because jQuery has that document ready. Is there like a version of that for React? I haven't actually found that yet.
Document already. Do not touch that thing.
No, the component did mount is effectively the signal, or like the life cycle that tells you the DOM is mounted.
Okay, because I currently have the background changing after that, and it just kind of looks not the greatest. But I'm not sure if I can. That better.
Well, you can look at the back, like at the app component did update, and then
well, because it has to get the fetch data first, and then it has to do that. So it's like.
Yeah, but I mean, you have nothing to really. This is asynchronous, so either you have a default picture, and it will change, right? You can't really delay, and you shouldn't. Like the man, the load of the app until you have the weather, right?
Right. Right.
All right.
Yeah, I guess I haven't figured out best practices on a lot of that stuff, and just trying to make sure that I don't get into bad habits, basically. So, good to know.
Sure.
Well, cool. Well,
so what I would do if I were you, and I'm really not trying to, tease you or anything like that, you should take that video, and slow it down to like 4 times slower. Because the V motions and like the cloning of this repo and then cloning of that repo, it can probably be overwhelming. So just look at the process that I took to solve this problem, and then try to learn something from it. And I'm anyway happy that we I love it how everybody wants to learn Vim after they see me work. Everyone's like, "Oh shit, I want to know Vim now."
I've actually sent people over here just for that exact reason. Where it's just like, yeah, look at this thing. This is what I want to do eventually, I think. So I'm in VS Code right now, and it's like, ugh, but
It's been
oh
such
my
a-
gosh.
All right, brother. And Kemzek, thank you
Well,
for jumping on.
yeah, I was just say thank you both of you so much. That's like a huge thing. So thank you.
Kemzek,
I did
you know,
literally